Hello everyone, I'm Tim.
I'm Emily.
And we are free to roam. So we are very, very excited to be back out and about.
Oh, it is a beautiful day.
Absolutely beautiful day.
Oh my gosh.
For a food and wine festival.
I hope you guys are hungry and brought your appetites for this video because we are going to be trying a lot of new food.
That's right. There is a lot of new vegetarian offerings and things of that nature.
I am so excited for the vegetarian and plant-based options. There's
That's right.
So many
new regions to visit all together.
Right?
Yes.
This is going to be awesome.
Going to be very exciting. A lot of different food to offer. So we're going to update you guys as well about a few different park developments we've seen.
Right. You skip a couple weekends here at the park and there's so much to update you guys on.
So we're going to get into that. There's lots of exciting big developments, lots of new things, lots of stuff to try. So stick around because we're going to take you with us. We have just arrived in Virginia. We're going to take a look at the menu. I don't think there's too many things on this menu we're going to want to get. The only thing that's new here, I believe, is the oysters on a half shell. And we're really not big into oysters. Looks like the food item pricing is all pretty much the same as last year as far as if you want to get a tasting card. There's all that information right there. All right, for now, we leave moving along. So we just made our way to Ireland. We want to go ahead and point out that the Battle of the Eire is officially gone.
There is no more sign, you guys. We talked about it in one of our last videos, but it is definitely gone for good now.
That's right, it's gone. So what do you all out there think is going to take its place? That's the big question.
Anything.
And since we've arrived here in Ireland, and this is the location of Greece, let's take a look at that menu. So there's a lot of vegetarian items on this, and a lot of these are new. So we're going to go ahead and get a few little things here to try. So let's go on and get in. From the Greek booth, we decided to get our favorite drinks in the park, the cafe au lait.
So these are non-alcoholic.
Just a nice coffee with cream. Nothing big, nothing special, but it's our favorite.
It is our favorite.
Because we can't pronounce these, we're just going to give you what they call them at the restaurant. So these are the cheese balls. They look delicious, like fried little globs of cheese. And you get a sauce with it. That's the tzatziki sauce, I believe. So here are the butter beans in a tomato paste. So that looks pretty good too.
This smells so good. I'm not normally a huge fan of cucumbers, but it looks delicious.
It does. It looks very refreshing. So this is what they call the Greek salad. So those are just what they call them because I can't pronounce the name.
But these are all the new offerings at the Greek Pavilion.
That's right. So we're going to try these out.
So all of these options, I don't know if we said it in the last clip, but they're vegetarian.
Well, so vegetarian or plant-based.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So here we go.
All right,
I'm going to try these butter beans real quick.
And I'm excited. I want to try to get a little bit of everything in this salad. Oh my goodness, that's a big bite.
Nice little sweet kick. But the beans are just, they kind of dry my mouth out a little bit.
Really?
I don't know why that is, but it's just, they got a really dry feeling in my mouth. You know?
Well, if that's the case, and I think you're really going to like this because that was a very refreshing dish. You know, it's cucumber, feta, olives, and tomatoes, so it's going to be very refreshing. It's not bad.
They're not bad. They don't have a bad flavor.
It's like a vegetarian chili, like a thick chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that almost like a chili salad, if that was a thing. I don't know.
$1 million idea.
I really like this though.
Right? That is
very
really
refreshing.
good. Now I am
Cool and crisp.
I'm gonna try one of these. So as it gets hotter in the season, I think that this is really gonna be a fan favorite. I think next time we'll definitely get that again. That's really good. Ooh. Show them the cross section.
Cheese wrapped in like a fried cornbread.
It looks like a homemade mozzarella stick, like with just a bunch of different kinds of cheeses in it. Lock your eyes. So yeah, that looks really good.
A little bit of a gardeny, zesty kind of flavor.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Kind of reminds me of like an onion dip.
Onion? Oh, that's good.
It's definitely got a little bit of an onion flavor to it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one of these.
Do you remember the Cheesecake Factories? The fried mac and cheese balls. That's what this tastes like. Just without the noodles in it, which is even better.
But it's got a nice fluffy interior with the cheese.
That is delicious. I would not change a thing.
And with this sauce, I really like this sauce too.
Yeah. It's not an overpowering flavor. It goes really well with it. That is delicious. So, no to the beans again, yes to the fried cheese, and yes to the salad.
Definitely, I'd say out of this, This is surprising, even for me. I'd say the big winner here is the Greek salad.
You liked that better than this. The cheese.
I'm not saying I don't like the cheese balls, but they're just...
And you're not normally a cucumber person either, are you?
Must be getting old. All right.
Shh, don't tell them that.
Well,
we're 21.
We're going to go ahead and finish up and get on to our next destination, so stick around.
Alright guys, so don't forget when you are coming into the park to visit the kiosks that are out front of the Busch Gardens gates. Today was amazing with what they gave us. They gave us a platinum ride, single ride quick queue, only valid for today. We get we get a free wine glass, and then we get 2 free food samples that are good for today only, it looks like. And then we also get $10 in Busch Gardens bucks.
That's right.
And it is good to mention, we are platinum members, so this is what the top tier is going to get. Definitely always make sure that you check the kiosk, and this is exactly what.
There you go. We have made it to the Hawaii bar and tiki bar right outside of Ireland. Here's the menu.
Over here, we've actually tried everything on this menu in a previous video, so again, we will make sure that is linked for you guys down in the description. But yeah, some good choices here, so make sure to check it out if you haven't been yet.
Good choices, but nothing new for us, so we're going to skip it for now.
Yeah.
Moving along. So here's the margaritas, and this is on the way to France, right outside of Ireland. There is the menu. We're going to try the lime and watermelon margaritas. So there you go. Right on the other side from the margarita stand, once again, right outside of Ireland on the way to France, is the Mexico stand. Now, the only thing that's really new on here that we haven't really tried this year is this chili chocolate and horchata mousse. I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot. From the Margarita Pavilion and the Mexico Pavilion, we got
lime margarita and a watermelon margarita. We got both of the offerings there.
Yeah, but those are supposed to be frozen, but they had just changed the mix, so they didn't really have time to get frozen, but I'm sure they'll still be delicious.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad they're not frozen because it's a little bit too chilly for frozen.
And this is the chocolate chili horchata mousse.
Looks so good.
Yep, so a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on there for some good measure, a little bit of extra spice.
And it looks like there's some spice in the mousse part there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see the different coloration in there? Yeah.
Some margaritas and some mousse. Let's give it a shot.
All right. Cheers. Oh, that's spicy. I know. Sorry, I always say that with drinks. It's not actually spicy.
It's actually pretty refreshing, but it does have a bit of a...
sour.
Yeah.
There we go. Sour. That's a word. Let me try yours. You want to try mine?
Yeah, well.
Mine is definitely very, very lime, very tangy. Oh, yours is much better.
Yeah, I definitely like the watermelon better.
That is so good. I mean, the lime's not bad, but yours is really good.
There's some layers to this.
Oh, wow. Better than I thought it would be.
Not really much to it, but you gotta get some chocolate in there.
Yeah, let's try.
I'm not getting too much of the chili.
Oh, I did. In that bite. Oh.
No, there it is. There it is.
I don't think I like spicy chocolate. It's very middle of your tongue, so I don't actually taste any spice, I just feel it. That's weird. It's just hot.
And the cinnamon gives it a little bit of extra, kind of a dry spice kind of kick to it, you know?
I don't know if I like this.
I'm definitely not crazy about it. Like I said, or like she said, it's not
a tasty spice. Like, there's no real taste to it. It's just hot. It just makes my tongue feel hot.
It gives you a little bit of just a prickly feeling on the back of your tongue, like right in the middle back area. But yeah, I'm not sure if I like chili with my chocolate here.
And I'm not a huge like cinnamon fan or ground cinnamon fan, so for me that's just like kind of.
I mean, this white layer here, I guess that's supposed to be vanilla or just.
I don't know. I think that's the layer with the spice in it, right?
It does give you a kind of a more See, I get the spice when I get to the chocolate.
Right? That's...
The white layer seems like it kind of tries to mellow it out a little bit, you know?
Yeah. All right, this is all just chocolate.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm just going to say it. I'm not really too keen on it. But I do like this watermelon margarita.
And the spices and the chocolate. I don't like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not crazy about the spicy chocolate mousse.
No, I don't think I would try it again.
Nah.
But I am glad we did try it because I feel like if we wouldn't have, I would have felt like I was missing out.
Well, try everything once, right?
Exactly. But sour margarita, good. I like it. I think the lime would be better frozen, but I love that one just chilled.
Yeah, I'd say out of the two, I like the watermelon better.
I'm gonna go with watermelon too, but I think if that was frozen, I think it would be a little bit better. So
I can get with that. I can get with that assumption.
Oh, now next we get to go get our wine glass.
So we're going to finish this up and make our way into France. So from the La Belle Wine Bar, these are the glasses that you get.
I love it. So it shows you the name on the back and then Busch Gardens logo, and that's in gold with like a Tiffany blue. I love it. It is so pretty.
So that's pretty cool, right?
And you do have to buy a glass of wine, so both of ours are full right now. So
yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Well, there you go. So those are the free wine glasses. And that is the La Belle Wine Bar.
Yeah.
So stop on through. Right across the way from Griffin Gifts.
There's Griffin right there.
So in its usual place, this is the French Quarter. Now, there's not really anything new that hasn't been on the previous menus before this. So we're just going to go ahead and skip it for today.
Although those beignets are definitely not something to skip if you haven't had them before. They are delicious, and so is that muffaletta.
Really, really good, but just we've had it before, so we're going to skip it for today. In New France, right across the way from the Caribou Pottery, there's the Brazil menu. There's not really too terribly much that's new on here that we haven't had, so we're going to go ahead and skip this one too.
Yeah, this one didn't really actually have anything we much liked.
Not really. I remember
year.
the churrasco being pretty good.
Yeah, but it was too much money for it. Like, it really wasn't worth it. And the pineapple with coconut is one of the worst things I've ever tried here.
It's definitely, I don't recall liking that very
No, because they cook it all on the same grill.
Yeah. So there you have it. There's the Brazil menu, and moving along. Much like the surrounding coasters of the area, it seems like a lot of the Germany area has had fresh paint on it as well. Nice and crisp, bright new colors. Very nice. Good job, Busch Gardens. So one of the first things we notice as soon as we get into Germany is the bright new fresh colors everywhere. But one thing that caught our eye, as soon as we get into the first little square here with the fountain, what is this?
What is this, you guys?
Is that a pardon our dust sign?
What are they going to put there? Are we going to get something? Has this ever been open to public before?
Well, it is a candy shop, so maybe we'll get a new candy shop.
Oh
That'd be pretty
gosh.
cool.
I just want to see what's in this building. I'm so excited. The colors are great, but that is awesome.
So there you have it. All kinds of new developments. In Germany, right across from the carousel, is the Jamaica pavilion. The only thing that I spotted that was new on this menu this year is the Jamaican patty. It sounds really good. It almost kind of seems like a Jamaican burger. We'll see what it is.
Oh, I'm excited for that pineapple upside down kit. Even if we've had it before, I'm going to try it again. And are we getting the dark and stormy?
Yes, because that does say that it's new this year as well. Now, we've had the dark and stormy before, but it very well could be a different take on it. So from the Jamaica pavilion, we decided to go with the pineapple upside down cake. We got the Jamaican patties, which are a pastry crust, spicy beef, and coconut jerk dip. And the new dark and stormy. Now this, I can definitely understand why they're calling it new, because it does not look anything like what we saw last year. It is Myers dark rum, ginger, and lime. We're going to go ahead and get on into this and see how we like everything. Alright, so here we go.
Gonna stir that up?
Yeah, let's give this a stir, the dark and stormy. The dark and stormy. Oh, there goes some ice.
Sir!
With the way this thing smells, I was going to think it was just nothing but alcohol. It smells strong, but I'm getting a
Wow.
lot of ginger. That's the first thing I get. That's the most prominent thing I get is the ginger.
Very natural ginger taste.
Very natural.
So it's that spicy ginger.
Yes.
There's that word again, spicy.
Spicy. Theme of the day here. So, since I would say the Jamaican patty is going to be more of your dinner variety or appetizer food, we'll start with that.
All right.
Alright, these
I want to
are
smell it.
pretty good looking.
Oh, it
like
smells
a-
like Old Bay.
It does.
Oh, that smells so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. So there's the cross section of it, if you guys can see. Yum.
It's weird. It's giving me kind of a curry kind of flavor. Like almost like a masala.
That is so good. That
It
is
is
way
very
better than
good.
I thought it was going to be.
A small portion
Yeah.
for the money,
Good.
but a very good flavor.
It's got a great coconut back taste to it.
I like it.
I would get that again. A little bit expensive, but good.
Let's try some of this pineapple upside down.
Alright.
Alright, so with this, it looks like you get some sponge cake of some sort with a ring of pineapple inside of that.
Light, fluffy, spongy.
That's what I'd say, not overly sweet either.
Honestly, too, with all the drinks and stuff we've had, this is perfect. This is
It's
exactly
definitely-
what I was hoping it would
Definitely
be.
hitting the spot.
Yeah. That is really good. I would
I'd
get
have to
both of
say,
these.
I definitely enjoy both of these entries. The drink's pretty good too, but it's a bit spicy as far as that ginger flavor.
Because again, it's that real ginger. It's not like ginger ale. It is like a very real ginger taste.
I'd say they're both a win in my book.
And honestly, we've had a lot of good stuff from Jamaica in the past, so I would definitely suggest this booth. Very highly recommend it.
Oh yeah. With that, we're gonna go ahead and finish this up and get on to our next stop, so stick around. Alright, so the old Dark Castle ride. Any speculation out there as to what's coming? The construction gates up here.
Yeah, there's definitely some leaked plans as to what's going to be going in here, and we have actually gone over it a little bit in one of our previous videos, so I will link that because I have been keeping a very close watch on this.
The dark ride.
Yes, the Dark Coaster.
From the Dark Castle, moving right along, across the way.
The kiosk has been here, but the name is brand new, and that is such a great sight to see with the speculation of the Dark Castle coaster.
That's right, building some hype, are they? Is that what's happening here? So let's check out the menu.
Yeah, that's what it's called, feeding the hype there. And goodness, Curse of Daiquiri and Darkarita. That's great. And Moonlight's lemonade. So it's all themed drinks as well. So it looks like we're going to have a bring back of the old dark ride theme.
Get yourself a cup of darkness. Across from the Fest House in Oktoberfest is the Herbal Infusions kiosk. Here is the menu for that. There we go. In Oktoberfest, right across the way from the Knock Tower, is the Islands Freeze. And here is the menu for that.
Jupiter's Lemonade, Minerva's Margarita, and Pantheon's Hurricane. Love the theming there.
Oh yeah, so those are new.
That's awesome.
Oh, there you go. This is really cool. I haven't seen the boats moving in a long time.
There's table on those boats. You can grab
That
a
is
drink and go
awesome.
relax. Oh, that's so cool.
I don't think we have ever made use of the boat docks before. We
but
may
we
have
are-
to do this at some point.
Right? It looks like so much fun down there.
Right? They've been closed for quite a few many years at this point. One of these days, we're going to make use of them. But they are running again. That is pretty cool.
Oh, that's
Very
exciting.
nice update there. On our way into Italy, right here on the left-hand side, as soon as you walk in. So like right down there is the bridge. You walk on in here, and here's the Sangria garden. I'm going to try to see if I can get a view of it. So there's the menu for you if you have a taste for some Sangria and you're in the Italy area. There you are. We've arrived at the Italy Pavilion, which is a very nice facade this year. I mean, look at that. Very nice. Here are the menu items. We will be doing sun-dried tomato Alfredo. We have the sun-dried tomato fettuccine Alfredo.
And that is made with house-made pasta, sun-dried tomatoes, and spinach and olives.
We're going to jump right on into this.
We are going to dig in and try this out. Try to get a good bite with everything in it.
Let's see, we got some flat noodles, some tomato sauce.
That's really good.
And this is kind of like a, kind of almost like a rosé sauce they poured on it. Like a, not really red tomato sauce, but like more of like a pink rosé. Kind of like a lasagna flavor.
That's a really good way to put it. Yeah. I would say that it's definitely like a deconstructed lasagna. Really good.
Like a, because it's got a little bit of spinach on here, but you really get a lot of that sweet tomato flavor. And the noodles are kind of a more of a thicker kind of consistency. Almost like lasagna noodles that they cut up into strips.
That's a great way to put it. I think you hit the nail on the head with that one.
This one?
Yeah.
My seal of approval on this.
All right, you ready?
Even for I believe this is their new vegetarian or plant-based option. I can't remember which one.
It is, right?
But
yeah.
It's pretty good though. So we're gonna finish this up and get on to our next stop. We're gonna be hitting up Japan next.
Oh, and there are a lot of things to try.
Yes, there's a lot of things on that menu. I'm very excited for it, so stick around. We have reached the Japan pavilion. It is very cool. All the little details they put in. We're gonna have to try just about everything on this menu. So let's jump right on in. Since the Japan pavilion is a brand new pavilion, we decided to try one of everything.
First up, we have the Impossible, which is an impossible plant-based meat, an Asian slaw and steamed bun. I am so excited to try that. It looks delicious.
Be another one of the plant-based options.
Yes, so that is really nice to know that that is actually a plant-based. And then next is the spicy tuna sushi cup. It is sushi rice, nori flakes, and spicy mayo with tuna. They also give you a little bit of ginger and wasabi on the side, as well as some soy sauce.
That's right, so this is the one that I am actually looking quite forward to.
And that is the mushi gaizo. My apologies if I don't say any of these right, but it is steamed chicken dumplings and citrus ponzu sauce.
That's right.
Now, this is the one I am most excited for. This one is the matcha ice cream, which is a green tea ice cream, sweet soy glaze, and sesame cookie.
That's right.
And of course, you cannot not get the bubble tea, but we totally did not get a straw for it, so
we're kind of on our own with that one.
Yeah. And then,
what trip to Japan is complete without some sake?
You have to get some sake every time you go to Japan.
That's right. So there we go. We're going to get on in here. We're going to give this stuff a try.
I really want to try this bao. Like, I love bao buns. They are so good.
And normally they're usually sealed, aren't they?
I think it depends. So I think they have different kinds, but this looks so good.
So for what it is, it does look pretty good.
It tastes like sausage.
So normally I'm not really one for plant-based substitutions.
No, you're not.
But that's actually really good.
And if he's saying that, you know it's true.
I may have mentioned this in previous videos before, but anything with sesame oil, and I'm all about it. The meat definitely gives you a very good flavor of that sesame oil.
But it's not meat.
It's not meat,
It's
though.
not meat. Why don't you try one of yours, and I'm going to try a bite of this tuna. Let's get right into this.
I'm going to let her do the tuna because I am not a sushi person at all, and I don't want to waste it, honestly.
This is really good. Spicy mayo is perfect. How's that?
So I just tried a little tiny bit just to open it up so I can get some of the sauce in there. But I can already taste it's definitely got a bit of a tangy, spicy kind of flavor. But this sauce is actually really nice and thick.
Oh, nice.
So it's just clinging to this little dumpling, and I am all about that.
And spicy tuna, absolutely delicious. Not much taste in the rice, but the spicy mayo makes up for it. That has a really good taste altogether. Delicious.
That is very good. There's not much of it.
You should show them that. Can you show them a cross section of it?
There's really not too terribly much of it, you know, in there. With that sauce on there, it just kicks it up to a really nice sweet and sour with a bit of spice.
Yeah.
Just a tiny, tiny hint of spice.
Super salty too.
Yeah.
Loving it. Oh my goodness, that is really good. I would get all of these again. The spicy tuna, I will say, it's a lot of rice, not too much tuna. I don't know if I would get this one again, but 100% would get the bao bun and would get this.
I definitely like the chicken dumplings. They're very, very, very good.
Ooh, I can't.
Like I said, there's not really too terribly much to them, but what is there is very good. I'm gonna have a little sip of this here. Cheers out there.
What's that?
It's not bad, but I may be alone in my principles on this, but this is cold.
It's cold? What do you mean?
It is cold.
Like it needs to be cold?
Sake should be warm.
It's not cold, it's room temperature.
That is cold.
No, it's not. Okay.
No. See, to me, anytime I've ever had sake in the past, you get it nice and warm.
I'm not a huge fan of that,
It's got
though.
a good flavor, though.
This is weird. It tastes like sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Like, I just taste like a sweet potato pie when I eat that. Or like a pumpkin pie. That's weird. Darn, I was like really looking forward to this, and I don't know. Let me try another bite. Right? You see what I'm saying?
That is weird.
It's almost like a pumpkin.
I really can't
like,
put my finger on that flavor. This may be my first time ever having matcha, too, so
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I like. I'm so sad. I was really looking forward to this.
It's got a very earthy flavor to it. I can't put my finger on it, though.
It's like a pumpkin. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of gourdy. A little bit of melon kind of mixed in there, perhaps. It's weird. But like I said, this is my first time ever having anything matcha related, so I'd say it's not bad.
It's not bad. No, I don't.
It's definitely not what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I just like, I don't know what I was expecting, but it just wasn't this. It's not bad. It's not bad. And I'm liking it more as I'm eating more of it.
Green tea. That's it. That's the only thing I can say is it tastes like green tea to me.
I'm torn.
A very earthy green tea.
I feel like I need to like let this one kind of sit to figure out if I would get this one again. It's not bad.
Oh, bubble tea.
Oh yeah.
Bubble tea.
Now again, we didn't get the straw because you really need a straw to get the bubbles out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of not mixed up very well.
And this is just like a milk tea, right?
Yeah. I think we've had it here before in the past, and it's very good.
But the bobas are fruit. So like we've accidentally gotten honey boba before, and that stuff is not very good. But
honey
the
bobas
fruit,
are not no good for us.
yeah, we do like the fruit ones. So you can see it's definitely.
And it's not. It's supposed to be a sweet tea with cream, I believe. It's not overly sweet either.
No, this is a
just
very
something I
mellow.
like. You know, the kind of teas where you drink it and it just makes your teeth kind of hurt.
Definitely not for this
No,
one.
this
This
is
is
good.
really good.
So I think we're going to go ahead and finish this up and get on to our last stop.
Yeah.
So stick around. Who likes some really ugly retheming?
Be nice.
I'm just saying.
It's just different. It's just a little less.
I mean, I'm hoping there's going to be a little bit mucherness going on here.
Maybe one day they'll paint it more.
I can't shoot basketball anyway. So here we go. We're going to go over. We're going to go see the South Korea booth next. So here over by Elephant Run, you have the South Korea booth. So we're going to take a look at the menu. Now this is another one that was here last year, and everything on this menu is actually really, really, really good. But we've already had it all, so we're going to go ahead and skip it. We figured you might want to see what's here. But I will say, I definitely recommend it if you get a chance. So now that Pantheon is fully officially open, we just kind of wanted to show the area, you know, again, kind of show everybody what's going on back here. I love that spike. There we are. It's a packed house here tonight as far as this. I mean, you can see the line is all the way back, all the way to the entrance. Now, it doesn't seem like the wait time is working quite yet.
It looks like Pantheon actually isn't operating at the moment, so when it's not operating, I'm guessing that's when you're going to get that $9.99.
I guess so. Well, there you have it. So this is the station, and we did a video here when it opened up. So if you want to see that, we'll go ahead and put links in for you.
Oh, we did the on-ride POV, and it was so much fun. I hope you guys like check it out because it's not running for us to get you guys B footage right now.
So there we are, off to the last stop for the evening.
Let's do
The
it.
big one, the brand new Australia. Well, we finally have made it back near the Roman Rapid, Apollo's Chariot and Festa Italia. It is brand new Australia pavilion. We're gonna take a look at the menu. All of this stuff is all brand new. So we are very excited to try everything out. This is gonna be a big one. So let's jump right in. So since we were back here waiting in line for Australia, we decided to go ahead and do a little update on the Roman Rapids.
I had heard from multiple different sources that this was open, and I feel so silly because I believed it.
It's definitely not open, as you can see.
No more.
Yeah. So
2 years.
just a little update for you. It's definitely still empty and definitely not open yet.
Well,
So there you have it.
alright you guys, so this is from the brand new booth, Australia. And first we have the Snag on the Barbie, which is a banger sausage and Vegemite caramelized onions. That looks so good.
Really good.
Oh my goodness. Alright, then this right here might be the showstopper one of the evening. It is the Lamington Cake, which is a sponge cake, raspberry jam, chocolate, and coconut. I cannot wait to do a cross-section of that and try that out.
It's a big old cube.
That is amazing. Wow. And next up is actually the most expensive one that you can get on the sampler, I believe, and that is the lamb chop, which is the roasted lamb lollipop and cilantro mint sauce. And that one came in at a whopping $10.50.
So I'd say definitely as far as the sampler card is concerned, that is a sound buy.
Yes.
For sure, because $10, that's definitely, I think that's the most expensive thing we've seen here today.
Right? And then last but not least, we actually did, spoiler alert, try this one already. It is the Aussie Mule, which is ginger beer, Myers dark rum, and lime. If you do not like ginger, I would suggest skipping it.
This thing is terrible. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dig into these. And
Alright, so I'm gonna try the bangers first, and you're gonna try the lamb chop, lamb lollipop.
This lamb lollipop. This thing, I'm not really a huge fan of lamb, but for science, I'm
You
gonna
gotta try it.
It's not bad. The meat is very, very tender. I will give it that. I'm not a huge fan of the flavor, honestly.
Okay.
But that's for me. That's the big tear in this is the flavor of the lamb. It's kind of got a
Gamey?
kind of a gamey, fatty kind of flavor. I'm just not a huge fan.
Now,
It's not bad though.
That banger was so delicious. It actually had a really good casing on it. So when you bite into it, you get the juice from that, but there's also juice on it already. And you know how I am. I like juicy sandwiches. So this is really good. And I think that the arugula on the bottom actually kind of helps balance it out and keep it from falling apart with the bread. So it's really well balanced with the onions and everything.
Now, what is this? Is this a cilantro sauce?
Yes. So that is, and I'm not like cilantro, a lot of people take it or leave it, you know, so that might even be a little bit of a contributing factor to why you don't like it, but you should definitely try it.
It's not bad. The cilantro sauce gives it a nice little, like, cooling, refreshing kind of flavor, you know?
So I think I'd like it better without it.
Kind of almost got a bit of a minty flavor to it, too, you know?
It is very strong of cilantro.
You try this.
I think it kind of takes away from the taste of the lamb itself.
It does have a nice little crisp pop to the outer casing to it, and then nice and tender on the inside. I really like the sweetness of the caramelized onions there. I'm not a huge fan of the arugula. It just gives it a little bit too much peppery, gardeny flavor. You know, it's just.
See, I liked it, and I definitely think, to me, it brought balance to it. But I do also get where you're coming from. And the lamb chop, much better, or whatever it is much better without that cilantro. I'm just gonna say. I think the cilantro sauce just takes too much away from the actual taste of the lamb itself. And I think that's personal preference, because it is a very gamey lamb. Right? Is it gamey? I feel like that's the right word for it. I'm not great at this, so.
And like I said, I'm not a real big lamb person myself. So
Yeah.
It's hard for me to describe it.
Right, we could probably count on one hand how many times we've tried lamb. Now.
This.
So, again, we're not huge ginger people.
Science, just so you guys can see the reaction. And this is an honest knee-jerk reaction, because it's pretty hard not to have a knee-jerk reaction to this one.
So it's like a hollow ginger that then...
It's like a ginger water. That's all I'm getting, is like, if you took water and ginger and just stewed it for like 2 months, that's what I'm getting here. It's like ginger water.
It's strong and not, it is weird, to say the least. You are completely right. I definitely can get that, like, it's watery, it's not...
It's just a watery ginger, you know?
And it's supposed to be ginger beer.
I usually try to be pretty light in these reviews.
That is terrible. Don't get this unless you really already know that you like it, or really.
If you really like ginger, this is for you.
What's the other ginger? Try the dark and stormy. If you're on the fence about one of them.
That was good. The dark and stormy, to me, when I was reading about this one, I figured
same thing.
It's gonna be the same thing, but no,
but it's the ginger beer that makes the difference.
It doesn't even taste like ginger beer. It tastes like ginger water.
Yeah. But the other one's just made with ginger, where this one is ginger beer, and I think that's where you're getting that difference.
I think they may have mixed up the two. Somewhere along the lines, I think they may have mixed up the description, because that just tastes like ginger.
Go to Jamaica, don't go to Australia, unless you absolutely know that this is a drink that you're gonna like, and this is something that's gonna suit your palate. Go to Jamaica, get the dark and stormy.
There you go.
Now let's do this piece de resistance over here. Like, look at this thing. Hold on, should we show them? Like, look how big this thing is. I don't think you guys, look at this. Look at that.
Like, for frame of reference, this is my hand next to this thing.
This is awesome.
It's a pretty big piece of cake there.
So, you take a bite, and I want to try to get a cross-section for you guys, so let's see. So, thank you for the cross-section. Here we go. Let me try to move it a little bit for you guys. So, you have the layers of sponge cake, and then there is the raspberry. Oh no, we're losing some of it. So there you go. And then the chocolate, that's a nice, like, hard coating of chocolate on there. How was it? Is it good?
It's a little bitter.
It looks like a dark chocolate on the outside. So
it's a little bitter, like the chocolate is it's kind of dark. So when you add the coconut, which to me the coconut seems like it's an unsweetened coconut, with the dark chocolate, it's kind of giving me like an almond joy kind of feel.
With raspberry.
With raspberry.
Well, you are just like on top of these descriptions tonight. He's completely right. It is like...
It's like an almond joy with a little bit of raspberry taste in
Oh,
there.
but that raspberry, I'm not the biggest raspberry fan, but this is really good. I think it's
just
enough.
The right amount of sweetness, because like I said, you get a little bit of bitterness with the chocolate, and then the unsweetened coconut kind of adds a little bit to the bitterness, and then you got this really mellow, very, very mellow, really, really chilled cake.
Yeah.
And then you got that raspberry filling in there that gives you a nice little bit of sweetness.
You are just like killing this. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been looking forward to this one all day.
So, do you want to go ahead and finish up enjoying this stuff?
And that's right. I think, and this is our last stop for the day. So,
are you guys full? Did you guys get enough? Did we do enough?
Yeah, I know. I am very, very right on the edge of full myself.
Oh my goodness. Let's go do Pantheon now.
Yeah. All right. Well, stick around. Roman Rapids may not be open yet, but Pompeii certainly looks like it is open, alive and well. Yeah, definitely a little chilly for Pompeii, but...
Oh, goodness.
Got him.
Well, the sun is setting here on another day at Busch Gardens.
That's right. I would have to say this was a very, very successful day.
I would think so. Oh my goodness. We tried so much food, so many drinks.
Lots of surprises, too. Lots of surprises. Yeah, things I didn't think that I was going to like that I actually ended up liking quite a bit.
Now, quick, what was your favorite?
Now, that's part of this. That segues me right into the next one. So, surprise, I think my favorite part of this was the Greek salad.
Really?
That's very strange to me because I'm not huge on salads and things like that. But
cucumbers. You don't really like any of that.
I'm not really huge on olives.
That's funny. I thought you liked olives.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta be in the mood.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
But I would say the standout for me probably was the Greek salad, honestly.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Impossible. That was delicious.
From Japan.
Yes, I think it had a great flavor. And I love bao buns. Those things are always a winner.
For an impossible, meat substitute, it wasn't bad.
It was
give you
good.
that. It was actually pretty good. It had a
That
very
slaw
nice
with
flavor.
it was really good. I liked it. I have to say everything but the drink was pretty good though. That ginger.
Yeah.
The mule.
The Aussie mule. I would have to say that was the biggest disappointment of the day.
Yeah, but you know what? We are not ginger people, so again, if that's something that you know that you're gonna like, try it. But I would just say if you're just trying to start out on things, that might not be the one for you.
Wouldn't recommend.
No.
So
We're adventurous, but that was a little bit too far for us.
So we may come back very, very shortly in the future to do kind of a greatest hits.
Yeah.
Because like I said, today we concentrated on just new items.
And I really do want to get some of our old favorites
Exactly.
back.
There's a lot of things that we didn't get to do today that were here, a few of the previous years, and we still love them, but there's only so much you can get into one day.
Yeah, so what about you guys? Do you guys have any favorites that you want us to try in the next video? Is there anything,
or anything you were curious about that you didn't get to see?
Yeah, we'll definitely make sure to link some videos so you can see stuff that we've tried, but we want to come back out and try some more stuff, so please, open to suggestions.
There you go. So with that, we're going to wrap this one up. So I hope you guys had a great time. I know we had a great time.
Yes.
Until next time, we are free to roam, and I hope you will feel free to roam as well.
Bye, guys.